Wow, it's a big one. Pretty cool view, actually. It's funny how they'll put out, like, you go through a little section like this, and they'll put out these signs that just say rocks. Like, right? Rocks. Like, yeah. That's clever. That's pretty clever. It's observant. I don't know, I guess, like, maybe, like, these rocks have feet. These rocks might cross the roadway, aren't you? You know, it's kind of like a sign that says deer, you know. It's like, okay, watch out for deer. All right, and that makes sense. Like, yeah, deer could actually probably hop out into the street in front of you, and I'm sure, I know that they do, right? Poor guys. But the rocks, I don't know. I've yet to see a rock actually sprout legs. Yeah, I know, yeah. They're just letting us know rocks could fall out on the roadway. I know, I'm just trying to make a joke. Yep, so we have made our way up behind this here truck, as you can see. He's having a religious experience as far as his observance of the posted speed limit sign. I think he believes that he has discovered God. the sign God, that is. He is quite obedient to it. That's alright. It's not too bad here through Oregon. 65 for trucks. That's, you know, it's tolerable, I guess. It could be worse. It could be California. And it's actually going to be worse. It's going to be California. in our future for the day. So I don't know, but it's interesting, you know, we're on 95 here, Highway 95, US95, what have you, and I haven't looked at my map, but I would, it would be reasonable, I believe, to speculate that this 95 is likely the same 95 that I was on a couple weeks ago, I guess, when I ran from I think whatever that was, Fresno, and had to run out to Phoenix and Tucson, and I took 40 out to 95, and then 95 southbound to 10, and then 10 out to Phoenix. So I'd say it's probably reasonable to speculate that this is probably the same 95. It's just all the way up here in the Oregon, Idaho, Nevada area, I guess. If that makes sense. I'd say it's very reasonable. That's a long one. That's a big one. It's huge. Well, looks like our truck driver, our friendly truck driver in front of us, has opted to break his vows, which is nice, awesome. I can live with that. Now he is now driving like a boss instead of a slave. Or I'm sorry, I don't mean a slave. We don't like to say that that kind of stuff exists. An obedient servant. Driving like a boss rather than a servant. That's outstanding. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Did I speak too soon? I may have spoke too soon. Son of a bitch. Mile marker 57. I spoke too soon. Damn it. I can do it. There's a sign. See, it says livestock. I'm like, huh. Alright. Where at? It's like, it's you. I mean, you're the livestock. Kel. Right? Actually, they're, it's funny because I saw those signs out here last night. I did not see one livestock out here. However, back a good ways, more back towards the state line, towards Idaho there, I saw quite a bit of them livestock out there. Just trancing around, eating miscellaneous vegetative matter, bushes and grass and whatnot, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty interesting to think that there could be enough sustenance, nutrition inside of a blade of grass, right? To sustain such a large animal, and for them to get as big and fat as they do just on grass. I mean, that's an amazing thing, right? Really, it is. Oh boy, the dog just ripped one. Man, woo! Roll down the windows. My goodness. Like I was saying earlier, that's why I don't roll up the windows all the way. Boy, this guy's a little overly cautious here. He's way overly cautious. I'm gonna have to try and make a pass on him, I figure. And I don't mean I'm gonna hit on him. I mean, I'm going to try to pass him. If I can, if he'll let me. Yep, so we'll be back. Well, actually, I think I'm going to scratch that idea. I think what I'll do instead, being that we're a couple hours in, I'll probably go ahead and pull off at my next available turnout. I think we have a not necessarily a junction, but a turn of some sort. From what I remember last night, coming up in a few miles, 4 or 5 miles here, and there's actually like a closed down way station there. It was pretty cool last night. Actually, we pulled off in the opposite lanes of travel. And yeah, it's a way station, but it's pretty well closed down. However, we were out there, letting the dog get a little time out of the truck and take care of business and whatnot. We went ahead and walked up to where the scale is, where the little shack is, right? And we walked across the scale, and I hop on it, and it's, these things, the way they are, they're scales, so they wobble, right? Of course, these scales are super stout because they're made for crazy amounts of weight. So I hop on the thing and I'm trying to get it to wobble. And then we walk across it. And then we're on our way back towards the truck. And I hop on it and I look up over ahead, like back in the opposite direction from the way we're going. And there's a readout, a digital readout for the scale, and it's zeroed, right? It's got a 0 on it. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. I wonder, I says, if it'll actually acknowledge my weight, just me, right? I hop on it, and sure enough, it did. That was pretty funny. It actually got my weight almost exact. By the 10th of pounds, right? pretty interesting. So we played around with that for a couple minutes, right? And basically the way it is, it's done like that, so that way whoever's in the guard shack, DOT officer is hanging out in the guard shack. As the truck is coming along, and basically at 3 miles an hour, and each set of axles get on the scale, he's able to read it from where he's sitting. And at some of them, us as drivers, we have a readout that we can see also, but not that one. So I went ahead and rolled the truck across it, weighed each scale for myself, got myself a free scale out of it. Not that I really needed it. I mean, I was, only 20,000 pounds. Can't be really overweight on any axles with only 20,000 pounds in the box there, but I did it nonetheless. So maybe I'll probably go ahead and do that again here in a few minutes, maybe a mile or two. So yeah. Anyhow, I'll go ahead and I'll bring you back in for that. That should be a little fun. As long as there's nobody there, as long as it's still closed, we'll have a little fun with it. So, see you in a minute. Okay, so here we go. We're here. Yeah. Come on, pup. Let's go outside and go check it out. YouTube with us here, if we can. If I do this without screwing it up here. Here we go. Yep. Oh, big yawning. Huh? Here's Tired Pup. Say hi to YouTube. Hi. There we go. Okay. Hey there, bud. There he goes. Right to it. He's like, oh, God, thank you. He was snoozing. He was snoozing like crazy. Come on, bub. Good boy. He's all wobbly. Look at him. He can barely walk right now. He was just dreaming back there. I saw his legs kicking around and stuff. All right, let's go check out this scale. It's pretty cool. There he is. Yep. So, oh geez, watch out, kiddo. So here we go. I don't know why I keep on turning the camera. So here's the scale pad, right? So basically, when you drive over these things, it weighs each set of scale or each set of axles. So you come on and you're going like 3 miles an hour, and they'll be able to get a reading on it for your steer axles, and then it's short enough, and then your drive axles will go on it. They'll get a reading off of that, and then finally your tandems will come across them, and they'll get a reading on that. So if you can see the sign up there, let's see if we can see it here. If we can get a reading, it is zeroed out right now. I don't know if that shows up in the camera. Get a little bit closer. So here I'm gonna go walk on it. It's actually saying 200. I'm not 200 pounds. I'm probably more like, actually right now I'm probably only like 160 right now, which is kind of light for me. See if we can still see it. I don't know. Yeah, they're pencil whooping us drivers here. They're pencil whooping us, boys, fellas, gals, girls. Huh. They're sticking an extra 40 pounds on us. That doesn't exist when we drive across these things, so they can take our money. This is a lug nut cover here. Somebody lost. Should I put it on my truck? I'll just put like this one single cover on there. Why not? What the hell? I'm missing one. And who cares if it matches, right? Hey there, bub. See, this collar's just driving him batty. Spins it around his neck. Come on, bub, but it looks really good. It does. It actually looks really cool, I think. It's all studded. Oh, you gonna go poop? Huh? Go poo-poo. Time to go poo-poo. You gotta do it. Well, I wonder what these guys do for a bathroom when they're working here. They must have a little bathroom inside the little box there, I would think. What are you doing, Wobble Bottom? Uh-oh, he's got a sticker in his paw. All right, I gotta go. I gotta take care of the sticker. We'll see you in a bit. Yep, he had a little thorn in his paw there. And Daddy got it out. Now he loves me. But he freaking hates me for this collar. But it looks so damn cool. It's just spinning around his neck. I hope he gets over it soon. I guess it's only been like a day. Probably take a little bit longer than a day before he forgets it's there. There's the beast. The big badass. Go poo-poo. Go poo-poo. Well, there's a view for you. We'll do a 360 panorama here for you, I guess. There you go. 360 right there. Well, alright, I guess I'll wrap it up. We're just going to hang out here for a few more minutes until he takes care of his business, and then we'll get back to it. So when we do, I'll see you there. See ya. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and see if we can't get a reading. Looks like the clouds are going to help us out a little bit. Let's zoom in on this guy. Let's see, so we got 11,150. 11,150. That's our front axle. I don't know if that's showing up on the camera there. Not so well. So that's our steering axles. Now we'll do our drives. And we got 19,000 exactly. And then we'll do our tandems. It's kind of cool that this thing is on. Actually. And we got, wow, almost exact 18,750 on our tandems, so that's pretty cool. Then last night we had right around 11,000 on our steering. We had 25,750 on our drives, and we had 26,800 on our tandems. So so it would appear that our BOL listed weight, or gross load weight, was probably accurate without doing the actual math right now. Yeah, we're definitely lighter than we were last night. So there we go.
Turn right
my
on
suspicions were
highway, then
incorrect.
take the first left. left on Iron Highway.
Looks like we're clear. We're clear. We're clear. We're clear. Alrighty. Good deal.
Continue on Iron Highway.
And we let Mr. Slowpoke go on way up ahead of us, so we shouldn't have any problem with him anymore, as long as, well, there's another one. Oh boy. Not to say that he's also a slowpoke, that is TBD. Let's see if we catch up to him here. I guess the other one wasn't really too much a slowpoke. He's going 65, there's nothing wrong with that.
Continue on US95.
So anyhow, there we go. That's definitely going to be a wrap now. So once again, hope you all are doing well, and I'll see you somewhere down the road. Take care. See you. Entering McDermott, Nevada. Actually, entering McDermott and Nevada, I should say. Yep, it's a booming town. You betcha. So we got 73 miles to go to Winnemucca, where you're not going to win a mucha if you gamble away all your money at the slot machine. Cooking with gas now. We're pegged out, maybe. Right there, just a picture of a bull on it. That's pretty interesting. I mean, it was actually a bull. not a cow, it was a bull. They had horns. It's just kind of funny. I don't know. You would think it would just be a picture of a cow, right? But no, they went out of the way to make it a bull. Like, here's one I think coming up that's actually a cow. Let's see. Nope, this one's a bull also. Huh. Striking a somewhat peculiar pose, like as if he was getting ready to charge or backing up. I don't know. I'm surprised nobody's actually gone up to that sign yet and put a big steamer behind his tail there on the ground. Right? That's actually shocking that nobody's done that yet. But I don't know. Leaving Fort McDermott, Lodge, Shoshone Indian Reservation. Holly Shoshone Indian Reservation. Something like that. Alright, so anyhow, yep, like I said, whatever, 68 miles to go, Winnemucca. So we'll see you there. And here we go, we're back in Winnemucca. See if I can get that zoomed in properly there. Or zoomed out properly rather. Seriously.
Quarter mile. Turn right on West Winnemucca Boulevard.
Feeling a little shaky right now, just because we're cruising along 95 there, and there's been a few Smoky Bears up and down there, and it's not that big a deal. I mean, speed limits are 70, so if you're not content doing 70, especially on a 2-lane highway like that, there's got to be something wrong with you, right? So no big deal. We're cruising along, and actually I was behind
turn right at the traffic light.
A line of a few cars, including this minivan and this truck with the motorcycle in the back there. Nice freaking truck, Raptor. So yeah, we're cruising along, kind of going back and forth between 65 and 70, I guess, really. And I seen a trooper, state trooper, I guess, in a black SUV. All right, who's got the right of way here? I don't know. Well, I guess I'll go. Yeah, in a black SUV coming, northbound while I'm headed southbound there. And I had reached over.
In 1.5 miles, turn left on I-80 West.
To my right, where my cooler is on the floor here. I was, I think, putting the lid back on Max's water dish, little plastic water dish that I keep in here for him. And it was as if the trooper saw me do that through my windshield or something. And well, he quickly pulled off onto the shoulder northbound and got back on southbound and got right up back behind me there. And he kind of rode back there behind me for about 5 miles or something like that. Not very long, but I was like, oh man. What is he doing? He's scoping me out. Of course, I got cruise control set. I think we were actually it wasn't set because we were doing like 65 or 66 because of the vehicles in front of me. And so next thing you know, those cars actually sped back up and got up to speed. So I went ahead and got up to speed too. So whereas the trooper was like right kind of like within probably 10 feet of my trailer there, I went ahead and floored it. And as soon as I did that, you could just kind of tell that it changed his mentality. Like he realized that I wasn't too concerned about the fact that he was back there. and then he laid back off by 100 feet or something like that, a little bit more appropriate following distance, and then just kind of tailed us for a little ways, and probably just was probably scoping me out to make sure I wasn't doing the text weave that four-wheelers and truck drivers have a tendency to do when they're holding their cell phones and texting away, which of course is something that I just don't do. I mean, I have a thing that holds my phone pretty good for me there. Should I be pulling off? I don't know. And so if I do have to do something with my phone, at least I'm not like holding it, like it's right there, so it doesn't affect my driving if I have to look down at it or anything like that. It doesn't affect it at all. So that's good. And then yeah, after about 5 or 6 miles, he went ahead and pulled back off onto the shoulder back there behind me again, and went and did another turnaround and went and started following northbound traffic again. So, well, I don't know. This pup seems to be snoozing right now, so I don't know if I should stop or not. Stopping will definitely wake him up, but I need to take care of business myself here. So, yeah. Anyhow, all right. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. What now? Just a second ago, he woke up right when I stopped, and then he looked at me and he laid back down. What is it? What is it? Okay, so you know what? Maybe I'll go ahead and let him out real quick, because he hasn't done a poop for a little while. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick, and we'll be right back. Again. Wow, that's pretty amazing. This dog, he is not only just a good boy, he is a smart kid. He is a smart dog. Like, that's why I got this kind of dog, this particular breed, of course, because I knew that they were inherently intelligent. And shoot, 8.5 weeks old here, and he's smarter than some grown men that I know, actually. Like, we stopped here real quick. I just was wondering, I was like, I don't know if he's got to go or whatnot. I get up. He wakes up a little bit because we stopped, and he looks at me. And I look at him, and I'm like, huh. And he kind of just lays back down, right? Like, okay, I guess he doesn't have to do anything. So I come back over here, I get in the seat, I turn the camera back on, and he kind of looks up and he walks over to me and he starts barking. He's like, hey. He's like, hey, Dad. And I'm like, huh, okay, that sounds like a important bark. And sure enough, he needed to poop. And so he was like, basically he's sitting there telling himself, I guess, right? Here's my chance, I'm gonna miss it. I'm about to miss it. I better tell Dad, that I gotta go. And he did, and sure enough, he had to go. Where'd your treats go? Where did your treats go? Come on, get back. You can't be right there. You just can't be there. Are you thirsty? What is it, dog? What is it, Lassie? Is there a fire? He's thirsty.
In 1/2 mile, turn left on I-80 West.
He's got to make more pee for later. He's just making more pee for later. But yeah, he was like, man, he was about to miss his chance and he knew it. So he came to let me know, and sure enough, he had to go poop. That's pretty amazing. I mean, human babies at 8 weeks just aren't that far along enough to be able to say, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Pretty amazing.
Turn left on I-80 West.
Yeah, okay, right. I know. Okay. Hey. What are you tripping on? We just went to the bathroom. You already ate. You just had something to drink. What happened to your treats? I just gave you 2 treats. Huh? I don't know. He's freaking out about something. I don't know what. Yes, you're a good boy. You're such a good boy, huh? Yes, you are. Yeah. Okay. What?
Continue on I-80.
I don't know what he's worked up about right now, but he's worked up about something. Maybe he thinks he deserves another treat. I don't know. Maybe he's getting a little bit spoiled. Are you getting spoiled there, Max? Huh? Got him up on my lap right now. Well, anyhow, time to wrap it up. I'll see you down the road. Take care.